What's up, YouTube? Stack44 coming in with another video. 5 pros and cons when it comes to a woman being the gatekeepers of sex. Before I get started, I want to give a shout out to all my new subscribers, all my regular subscribers, and if you're new to my channel, go ahead and hit that subscription button in the corner of your screen. Hit that notification bell as well. You get all my videos sent straight to your phone or your device as soon as I put one up on YouTube. But let's get right to this video. 5 pros and cons to women being the gatekeepers of sex. You know, at the end of the day, I always tell you guys, men are the gatekeepers of marriage, women are the gatekeepers of sex. Basically, I'm saying men control relationships, women control sex. And they choose who they want to have sex with if they meet that person's standards or that person meet their standards. But it's a pros and cons to a woman having control of her body and sex. And a lot of times I always tell people, I tell women this all the time, guys, you've been turning down sex since you was 13 years old if you look high attraction. But it's pros and cons to that. And I want to get into this video because I think it's very important to understand that everybody can't have what they want. And no matter what you look like, let's just be honest. But if you're a 10, you got a greater chance of closing the deal as a woman. But if you're a 2, you don't got that much leverage. But let's just be honest. All right, so the number one thing, pro, I'm going to do the pro and the con at the same time, guys. So I'm going to look down my list. All right, the first thing, the pro and cons of a woman being the gatekeepers of sex, she can have sex anytime she wants. But that's not, and the con of that is that she can't have sex who she may want with. Now, let's be honest. If a woman went to a gas station and she just came up to a dude or went to a club at night or whatever and was trying to get sex that night, she probably can get sex that night. But she probably won't get sex with the guy she wants. So that's the con to her may want to have sex with anybody she wants. Now, if she's a 10, it's a high chance that she's going to close rate over 80% of who she wants to have sex with if she looks that damn good. But if she's just an average chick, she might not get the guy she wants. Let's just be honest. All right, so that's number one. Number 2, commercializing her sexuality to get free things. Let's be honest. A lot of times women are on Instagram, fans only, sending pics, Snapchat, all that. They could commercialize themselves for guys to slide into their DMs on dating apps, on dating websites, all this that offer them free things, free money, cash out, take them out on dates. But the con to that is she can get ghosted after she gives it up. So a lot of times women, I did a video on 5 reasons why men ghost women after sex. Is sometimes a man will actually invest in you and realize after a while the juice is not worth the squeeze. He might not even get sex. He might just ghost you just because you become a bill to his life. So a lot of times when women commercialize to use a man, they might get used themselves. So what goes around comes around. So sometimes if you use your beauty to get free things, it could turn and bite you in the ass. So that's my number 2. Number 3. Her sex life can help her and hurt her. Let's just be real. A woman that put it down in the bedroom, it can actually make a man fall in love. And then it can actually have a man question your sexuality. So that's the con to that pro of being good in bed. A man can actually question your sexuality. The bad boys might think you just a straight hoe. So that's the bad thing about showing your sexuality right away to a man. I met a young lady a couple weeks ago and she said she willing to go all in when she first had sex with a man. And I'm like, he might look at you different. But, you know, that's more here and there. You guys put something in the comment section if you think something about that. But I don't think a woman should show all her cards in the bedroom when she first get with a man. Because some guys might think the other way, and then some guys might even fall in love. So, you know, I always know that one guy that was in the school was falling in love with the neighborhood, you know what. And it's funny, he didn't know, but he didn't, you know, he was a simp. He didn't know no better. So sometimes it can help him, and sometimes it can hurt him. So, all right, number 4. Holding on to her virginity makes her have value and waiting for marriage. So that could be a pro. You know, a lot of guys will want something pure, something that never been touched before back 20 years ago. But now we're living in 2021, and now the con of that is she don't really, at the end of the day, she don't know what she might get herself into, but you only know what you know. You don't know the difference between bad sex, good sex. That's a con to me, because end of the day, she don't understand what BD energy is, if y'all know what I'm talking about. But at the end of the day, she might not need BD energy if she's a virgin. She can take anything she wants. But at the end of the day, it will turn a lot of men off for a woman to just say, I'm a virgin at a certain age in 2021. You might can get away with that from 15 to maybe 21. But after 21, if you're still a virgin and you're out of college, it's going to be very hard for you to pair bond with a man. But if you're in your your high school and your college years, and you're trying to, use that for leverage to get married, it's a good thing. But if outside of that, a lot of guys, I heard a woman on this podcast that she was 27 years old and a virgin, and she wants guys to vet her, date her, and wait on her. It's a guy that will, but she probably gonna have to go to a church and get an arrangement and get with a man like that. So that's my number 4. All right, number 5. She can't. Let's see what I got. Oh, she wants to replicate a offspring. So basically, she might like the guy, she might fall in love with a guy, but she gets to replicate a man's offspring. But just because she want to have a baby by a certain type of dude, and she does, the con is that nigga might leave. That motherfucker might not marry you. It's so many things. That's why it's a lot of single moms out here, is because a lot of times women replicate or even get married to a man that they thought they want to be with and wanted to have his seed, and then he's end up leaving, or she leave him, or whatever the case may be. That's the con to it. It's like they can actually, get the guy or get with a guy and then hold on to marriage, then get the baby, or try to use it to get married or get the man. It's a lot of women get pregnant on purpose. Let's just be honest with it. They get the offspring, and the guy don't want to be with them. So that's the con to it, is you got to watch who you get your body to, and that's just what it is. Just because you can have a baby by a man don't mean you can keep a man. And that's the con of having an offspring by a guy that you really dig, because at the end of the day, he's not liable to stay with you just because you had his baby. Only thing you will see is him every day by looking at the baby and be like, damn, that baby looks just like that motherfucker. But that was my 5 things of pros and cons of why women are gatekeepers of sex, and that's the pros and cons. I know guys, we was women, we'd like to have sex every day, and in this day and age, we kind of can. So go over the list one more time. The first thing is she can have sex anytime she pretty much wants to, but not the guy she may not want. Commercializing sex can give her free things, but at the same time, it can make guys don't want to deal with her because they think she's a gold digger. Number 3, her sex life can help her hurt her. Guys would think she might be a freak and fall in love, and guys can think she's a hoe. Number 4, she a virgin, can actually help her get married, but after a certain age, they'll be looking at her like, I'm not waiting, and she might be waiting forever. And number 5, she can always replicate a man's offspring, but that don't guarantee he will stay because you have his baby. But what y'all think in the comment section, let me know. This is Stack 44. I want you guys to stack attack your life, stack up your life, and I'll holler at you guys on the next video. Peace.